This video is going to be focusing on the floater, and to start off with, the general comment for this creature in its data log entry describes it as two species living in symbiosis which attach to and attempt to feed on any objects they come into contact with. There is a little bit of additional information in the entry as well. It's 3 points to be exact, and if I find any place to add more information to these, I will, like I have in the previous videos I've done like this. 1. Dominant life form. The pink main body and inner suction jaw is the dominant creature. Once attached to an organism or other stable surface, it will attempt to leach nutrients in order to grow. 2. Microorganism membrane. The outer gel-like substance is a mesh of microorganisms capable of forming a sealed vacuum around the creature's jaws. 3. Helium buffer. A thin layer of helium is stored within the outer membrane, providing buoyancy to the floater and anything it is attached to. These creatures can be caught and brought back to items and props, but it is common for them to not provide buoyancy to every single item after attachment. There is a little more information that this data log entry didn't go over that I wanted to add, and that is that the floater is usually found attached to rocks, which make them buoyant within the water. If you were to release a floater in open water, they will quickly float to the surface, but if you were to release one close to another creature, it will float towards and attach itself to it, causing the creature to become partially immobile as it is getting dragged towards the surface, which in some cases can result in the creature's death. And floaters are also a hazard to the vehicles of the game, as having just one attached to the sea moth or cyclops can cause it to tilt so far to the point that the vehicle will become uncontrollable. They can, however, also be used to save a sinking cyclops, but as a last ditch effort. So that is all the info from the databank entry plus a little bit more, and for this part of the video I just want to add one last thing about the floater, and that is the floater can spawn in 5 different biomes, with those being the blood kelp zone, floating island, grassy plateaus, safe shallows and underwater islands. Also, the floater can be used in the bioreactor to produce 50 energy. And the overall assessment for this creature as seen in the data log entry may aid in flotation of sunken objects. And now, for those who have watched my previous species overview videos, you probably know that I usually finish my videos after that overall assessment. However, I have some more information to add to this video, with it being the ancestral species of the floaters, known as the ancient floaters. The general comment for this creature in its data log entry, or whatever this information is coming from, says biodata suggests these vast floaters have matured in an indigenous symbiosis with the land they have attached to. Then this does go on to elaborate further to say the attached landmass is raised in the water, increasing sunlight and encouraging plant growth. As older plants decay, organic residues and nutrients seep into the rock and are consumed by the floater. These circumstances must have held for thousands of years for a floater to reach this size. There is also an in-depth description of the life cycle of the floater included in this entry. Immature floaters are born near the surface, from where they sink to the seabed, attaching to any stable surface they find on the way. Those individuals fortunate enough to attach to a digestible nutrient source will grow in size, thus increasing their buoyancy and drawing whatever they are attached to closer to the surface. In extreme circumstances, a number of floaters may attach to a Leviathan-class life form, forcing it to the surface and effectively asphyxiating it. The body will be consumed over a number of months until eventually dissolving, leaving the floaters free to attach to a new host. Those creatures which successfully raise a landmass to the surface are rewarded with a burgeoning and permanent food supply, allowing them finally to reproduce and begin the cycle again. And then for this, the overall assessment for this creature as seen in the data log entry incredible. But what other videos would you guys like to see? If you have any ideas or have questions you'd like answered, meet me down in the comments. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and go check out Attack Law and Explained on Twitter and Discord. If you would like to support myself and the channel's content, as well as get access to behind the scenes, early content and other rewards, you can become a channel member. I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'll talk to you in the next one.